What's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be looking at the Transformers mod by Snyke on the Industrial Craft forum. So this is basically a mod that allows you to convert Buildcraft energy into Industrial Craft energy and vice versa. Now there's been a couple mods that already do this, but I feel that this one for me does it a little better. I find the other ones kind of try to do too much, and this one sort of, it gives you the plumbing to convert the energy and not really anything else, so I kind of like that about it. So basically it consists of pneumatic generators. So this is kind of a poor example because redstone engines don't give out a lot of power, but it kind of shows you how to set the system up. So we have conductive pipes that pipe into the pneumatic generator, and then the pneumatic generator is generating a very small amount of EU. Now this has been going for quite a long time now, and I've only accumulated that much energy. So more realistically, you would run like steam engines or something better than redstone engines, unless you had like 4 times as many redstone engines, then it might be feasible. But as you can see, this is the low voltage pneumatic generator. It can output up to 32 EU a tick, and it can take in up to 12.8 Minecraft joules per tick. So basically I think, I don't know the exact numbers. I know these are like very insignificant amount of MJ, but I think steam engines is like maybe 1 Minecraft joule per tick, I think. I can't remember exactly how it is. I don't know if it's 1 Minecraft joule per like pump of the engine or if it's per tick. But yeah, you can look that up yourself because I'm not exactly sure what it is. But I think it's 1 per tick, so yeah. And combustion engines I think are 5, I believe. I don't know if that's on oil or fuel though. Anyway, so this would be the medium voltage pneumatic generator. It can output 128 and it can take in 51.2 MJ. Then we have the high voltage, which outputs 512 EU and takes in 204.8 Minecraft joules. And then we have the extreme voltage, or whatever the EV is, and it can output 2048 and input 819.2 Minecraft joules. So yeah, if you have enough engines to output 2048 EU per tick, you're doing pretty friggin' good. So these 4 items allow you to convert Buildcraft energy into Industrial Craft energy. I'm just going to quickly go over the recipes for the pneumatic generators. The low voltage generator, just some iron circuit, iron gear, and a generator. Medium voltage, high voltage, and extreme voltage. That one looks to be pretty expensive. But there's not really a whole lot of use for it, maybe in an extreme case. So generally you'll probably be using either a high voltage or a medium voltage, I would say. More regularly you will probably use the low voltage. So yeah, the fact that this one is really expensive doesn't make that much of a difference because you won't really use it that often, I wouldn't think anyway. I can't personally think of a reason where you would need one of these, but I don't usually build on that big of a scale. And the final recipe that we have to look at is just the wooden pipe. High voltage wooden conductive pipe, which is just a regular wooden conductive pipe with an advanced circuit. So if we go over here to the quarries, I'll get to this shortly, we can see how you go the opposite direction. And to convert EU to Buildcraft energy, we have electric engines. So here we have the slow electric engine, and this has a slot for transformer upgrades. And then over here we have the regular electric engine. And then we have the fast electric engine. And then we have the adjustable electric engine. So this one basically lets you choose how many Minecraft joules you want to input or output. So yeah, pretty handy, and tells you how many EU it requires to output that many Minecraft joules. So that's kind of slick. So basically we'll just run down, we'll turn all the engines on, and we'll see what happens. We'll kind of compare the speeds. Now this one is kind of like, I think this is the equivalent of a steam engine or a stone engine, not real quick. This one is basically a combustion engine that runs off electricity. And I believe this one is the equivalent of 2 combustion engines. And this one is the equivalent of whatever you want it to be. Creative mode here, and we'll kind of just take a peek. Check out the speed differences. As you can see, the first one is fairly slow. The second one is not bad. The third one is not a whole lot faster than the second one. And the fourth one is considerably faster than the rest of them. So you can see the third one getting to the end of the road there now, and the second one is lagging pretty far behind. So you can see it's about, I would say, yeah, it looks about twice as fast. It kind of doesn't look like it when you're looking at it, but when you kind of watch it go back and forth, you can kind of see that it's about twice as fast, I would say, and that makes sense. So I have all these just running off compact solar arrays. So if we look at some of the recipes here, let's see here, we got the slow electric engine, steam engine, and some electric circuit, and an RE battery, not too bad. Regular electric engine is the same thing, but with a combustion engine in the middle. And now we start getting a little more complex. So we need 2 combustion engines, 2 advanced alloys, 2 electronic circuits, and 3 batteries. Which even then isn't too bad. And then we get the adjustable electric engine. See, advanced circuit, Lapotron crystals, 3 combustion engines, advanced machines times 2, and a high voltage transformer. So we're getting a little bit more expensive. So yeah, you're basically going to need 2 diamonds to make this engine. And a lot of work, actually. But the cool thing about it is you can basically output as much Minecraft joules as you need. As you can see, it's putting out quite a bit of energy into these pipes. And this is actually, this wooden pipe here is a high voltage wooden pipe. So basically you have to put the high voltage pipe on here in order to get all the energy that this will output. I wonder if I can up this a little more. See, I think the quarry is only going to run so fast. So in this case, you'd probably want to run more than 1 quarry off this system. But yeah, works pretty good. This high voltage solar array is putting on enough power to run this engine easily. That's kind of nuts. So you can see it's taking 512 EU a tick. And that's because that's the limit of this cable. So basically we'd have to probably multiple MFSUs feeding this one engine in order to get that much power out of it. So we can go 500. Still about 512. But yeah, that's that. Little overkill for a quarry. This engine here is pretty much the sweet spot for a quarry. I think 2 combustion engines will max out a quarry, as long as my recent reading is accurate. So this is about all you would need for a quarry. Or you could always put down 2 of these, but it's probably more efficient space-wise to use one of those. And you would probably never use one of these for a quarry. So you could use this for maybe a pump or something. But yeah. So let's set it back to sunrise here. And let's take a look at my crappy little pointless example I set up here. So basically we have a refinery that kind of runs itself. So I found this massive oil well, probably the biggest oil well I think I've ever seen. So I'm going to turn this on real quick. And then let's see, turn on the combustion engines. So basically we have combustion engines which are running off the fuel that I'm creating, and they're going through this pneumatic generator, charging up this MFSU, which in turn is running this fast electric engine, which is running the refinery. Now obviously this is probably a fairly pointless design. You probably wouldn't want to run the refinery off of the fuel you're making, perhaps. I don't know. So in this case we could say, like, put a solar array on top of this, and the solar array would be able to charge MFSU and run this engine, which would run the refinery, and then you could use the fuel for other stuff other than running the refinery itself. It's just kind of an example that shows you how the system kind of works together. But that's about it for this mod. As I said, this was the Transformers mod, and it was version 1.3 for Minecraft 1.2.5. And I will put a link in the description where you can go to the Industrial Craft forum and download this mod for yourself. Thanks for watching, guys.